Okay, just go back here, go to settings, and then we are going to go ahead and set the DNSTT. Okay, so go ahead, input your name server here, just go ahead and paste or write it here, press OK, and then your DNSTT public key, go ahead and save and try to connect here, and then it has connected, as you can see here. So we go back to our browser here, refresh. Okay, so you can see that my IP address has changed. So this simply means that we have successfully connected and routed all our traffic to our VPS using the SlowDNS over SSH. So what is going on, everyone? Boss with you here. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to install a SlowDNS VPN over SSH, and let us begin. So firstly, we are going to need to get a VPS, and we are going to be taking advantage of this website here. You're going to have to just go ahead and select the first tier or the first server here. So if you want to change the prices here and see the real price, you are going to just go up here, and then you can go ahead and select USD or country. You can go ahead and select just for tax purposes, but we would just want to see the amounts in US dollars. Just go ahead and select US dollars and then save, and then it's going to show you that it's just $4.42. Just proceed and go to continue VPS. Okay, so we are going to go ahead, no setup fee required, and we are going to have to just go ahead and continue with this one. Go ahead and select Ubuntu. Okay, so the storage type here, just go ahead and create the one with 75 NVMe, which is much faster with project that we are working with here. Okay, just go down here and use the Ubuntu. You can go ahead and select the latest one. If it fails to work, just go ahead and select the older version, which will also work just fine. Okay, so when you scroll down, you are going to have to generate a password, or I suggest you just input exactly the password that you will be able to remember. If you generate automatically, you are going to have to copy this password and save it somewhere, and eventually you are going to just press the next button here. Okay, so you are going to have to input your details if you don't have a server already. If you have a server already, it will be easy for you, and you'll be brought to the page where your purchase will be confirmed, and you'll be good to go. So now the fact that you've got an IP address is going to be used later, and let's continue. So next we are going to need a domain. Go ahead and buy a cheap domain with these guys here. I'm going to be putting the links in the description. Go ahead and sign up and get a very cheap domain. If you want to learn how to get a very cheap domain, I'm going to be putting the link in the description of a video that will show you how to get one. And also, if you have problems with purchasing a cheap server, I'm also going to put the link in the description. Okay, so when you come back here, and after getting your IP address of your VPS, we are going to obtain a domain. After obtaining a domain, we are going to go ahead and link our domain to our VPS, and we are going to be taking advantage of the Cloudflare. If you don't have an account already, you're going to have to sign up with Cloudflare. I'm going to be putting the links in the description, and you are simply going to go to, after you log in, you are going to register your domain that you've gotten, and you are going to be going, this is my test my VPS.site. So in my case, I've already bought a domain that I'm using, which I don't want to be logging in right now, but this is the domain that I got from the website, very cheap, at around $0.9. So if you want to see how to buy it very cheaply, I'm going to be putting the video link in the description. So go ahead and choose the DNS here, and then down it will be taken to DNS records, and then you are going to scroll down here. So the only actions we're going to be doing here, so you are going to need the default that you need to just okay, in the video you'll just see how to link the domain to your VPS, and this will be the only record that will be needed. But right now in this project, we are going to need this record here, and you are going to need this record here. Okay, so how to add this record? We are just going to come here to the add button. Okay, just go ahead and leave it to the A type. then we are going to type in TNS. Okay, and we are going to import our IP address of our VPS here. Do not copy exactly what I have here. After you've made a purchase, in your email you are going to be given an IP address, and you'll be having to you'll have to paste it in here. Okay, put in your IP address here and go ahead and switch off the proxied, and then just leave it to DNS only, and you will get something like this. So I usually prefer to take it to 1 hour, but it is okay leaving it in automatic. If you want to do it the way I've done it, you can go ahead and do it the same way I've done it. Okay, so next you are going to need this record here, and in that way you are going to just come here to add another record. Okay, so just go ahead and add a record here. Yeah, add a record. Okay, so we are going to look for the type. It's going to be the name server. Select the name server. Where are you? NS as your type. Okay, so go ahead and use the name as T that we have here at the beginning. So type in T, and then we on the content, you make sure you type in tns.yourdomain, and at the end of your domain make sure, okay, let me show you exactly what I mean here. Copy. Okay, so go ahead and at the end of this you are going to have to put a dot sign here. Don't forget to put the dot sign because it's very important while it is doing its process. Just go ahead and save, and you will be good to go. So mine is not saving because it already exists, but don't forget to put the full stop here. Okay, so after you saved, your name server is going to be configured with your IP address of your VPS, and then we are going to go directly into the installation. Okay, so we are going to come into this website where we are going to get the script to install the SlowDNS. Just go ahead. If you also want to get Windows activation keys, you're going to have to go ahead and use this website. But we can go ahead and go to the collections tab here. Okay, so scroll down, go to the files tab, and we are looking for script installation files. Okay, so I'm going to be putting all the links in the description. Okay, so we are going to scroll down and look for SlowDNS. Click on the SlowDNS, and these are the commands that we are going to be using. Okay, so we are going to also need PuTTY. If you don't have PuTTY, you can just go ahead and download it anywhere. I already have, it's already in this website. You can just go ahead and copy. Just okay. So if you also want to go ahead and download it, just go into the collection tab and then go to the files and then go to software downloads and just go ahead and download PuTTY, and you'll be good to go. So go ahead and download PuTTY and launch your PuTTY. Let me close up this. Go ahead and launch your PuTTY, and then we are going to be loading our IP address and start the installation. Okay, come on. Really? Okay, we are loading this. And we're pasting. Okay, so just go ahead and open. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a side-by-side installation, which is going to appear to be like this. Oh, come on. Okay, so let's do this, and let's bring up this. Okay, so we are going to be logging in as root, and oh, come on. Sorry. So just go ahead and let's go back here. Okay, so come back here, type in root. Okay, then input your password. Okay, there we go. So we have logged in. Okay, so we are just going to, it's just going to be a copy and paste exercise. Just go ahead and install this. Right click, copy, come into here, right click and just right click to paste and enter. Okay, that is finished, and now we are going to be doing an update and an upgrade at the same time. Just press enter. You just right click to paste into this. Okay, so we wait for it to do the update. Yeah, it might take a while, but since we're using an NVMe, it will be very fast. Okay, and it seems it has finished doing its update. Okay, so finally we are going to have to come here and download our script. Go ahead and right click and press enter. There we go. And now we are going to make this downloaded script into an we're going to make it executable. Come back here, right click, and then press enter. And then finally, now we are going to start we are going to execute it for installation. Go ahead and right click and then press enter. Okay, there we go. It's going to start doing its magic. So shout out to the guy that actually worked on this script. It has to be this guy here, but then this guy did the translation, which is a very good job for this project. Okay, so the installation is done, so we can just go ahead and type in the word SlowDNS to run this command, to run this script. Press enter. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and select install SlowDNS with over SSH. So go ahead and select option 1. Press enter. Okay, it's going to be updating the package list. We are going to have to wait. Okay, so installing and updating necessary packages. We'll wait for it also. It doesn't take long. Okay, configuring, and we are done. Okay, so it is going to be requesting for your NS, so NS server. So remember what we did here. You are going to come down here, and then whatever you labeled or whatever record you put in as your name server is going to be this. But now I want you to be keen at what I'm going to be typing in here. So it's going to be T dot your domain Okay, type in your you're going to write the first letter that you wrote down here, and then your domain, and yeah, dot your domain. There you go, and you are going to press enter. Okay, so it's going to search through, checking for existing keys file found. Okay, so it's going to request you to use existing key in file, or delete and generate a new one. I want to use option number 1. Press enter. Okay, restoring existing keys. Okay, there we go. So we have the name server, or the NS, which is that t.eo domain, and then we also have the public key, and then that is what we need for now. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and transfer this to the software that is going to be running our VPS. Okay, our SlowDNS. So go ahead and open your phone. Okay, let me open my phone here. So there we go. So in order to remove distractions, alright, okay, let me just close up everything here. Okay, so let me enlarge this. Hopefully it will be shown. Yes, okay, exactly. Okay, so we are going to be going and looking for our HTTP connector, or HTTP injector. Go ahead and click on it. Okay, so we are going to first just come in here. We are going to select secure shell. Go ahead and secure shell, and then if it's on non-direct, just go ahead and select the DNS DNSTT, and then we are going to save. Okay, so we are going to have to go to these 3 lines here and then go to SSH, and you are going to input anything that you want. In my case, let me use exactly what I've already used, just maybe admin1. Okay, if you want, you can input any username and then alter a password. Just go ahead and use a password here, and we are going to be setting and inputting a new password here. Okay, so you are going to have to leave the local port to code 2, which is 222 4 times, and then go back, and then we are going to come back here, go to settings, and then we are okay, it's reacting. Okay, just go back here, go to settings, and then we are going to go ahead and set the DNSTT, and okay, so normally I usually want to go, you can go ahead and use Cloudflare, or we can go ahead and use Quad, but I usually use Google UDP. Go ahead and select that. It will automatically use its 53 port. Okay, so go ahead, input your name server, what we have here. Where are we? Okay, here we go. Let me do side by side. Okay, here. So we can see that the name server that you got in here, just go ahead and paste or write it here, press OK, and then your DNSTT public key, you can see that it's still the same as what I have in my server. Just go ahead and copy this, whatever you have here, copy it, save it somewhere, and then come and paste it in this dialog box. Go ahead and save, and then we are going to go back and confirm if anything is missing here. Yeah, secure shell var DNS or DNS var SSH. Go back, and then we are okay. So before I start this, I want to go ahead and go to my website here. Okay, so in my IP chicken, yeah, let me just go to IP chicken. You can see that my default IP address is 102 and ends with 87. But then when I come back into my HTTP injector and try to connect, you can check the logs here. Okay, showing how I've connected for admin1. Go back to home here, and then it has connected, as you can see here. So we go back to our browser here and then try to refresh. Okay, so you can see that my IP address has changed to the IP address of my VPS. So now we're routing all traffic into and through our VPS. So if we do a refresh, it will still be in our VPS. So this simply means that we have successfully connected and routed all our traffic to our VPS using the SlowDNS over SSH. Okay, so if we also try to, maybe if I try to disconnect this is my Wi-Fi, and if I also close my Wi-Fi and try to put my mobile data and come and refresh here, you can see that this is my IP address of my mobile data. So if I come back here and connect to my VPN, okay, this is custom SlowDNS, just go ahead and refresh, and you can see that it goes back and routes traffic to our VPS. Okay, so that is how you create your own SlowDNS VPN over SSH. So if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, you can drop them in the comment section down below. I would appreciate so much if you subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.